This is the first time that I've covered something like this, so I'm going to give a trigger warning because this does talk about sexual assault, and I want to kind of give my thoughts on this. So yeah, let's jump into the video. Again, this is the first time that I have done anything like this, so let's talk about this. Now, I've watched the video by Justine Paradise. Link is going to be in the pinned comments as well as the description, so you can see and watch the video. I've watched it all, where she talks about her experiences and shows evidence. But again, we're going to talk about this as accused of sexual assault allegations, just to be on the safe side. Again, first time doing this. There's an article on Dexterto. Link is going to be in the pinned comments as well as the description, so you can check it out. And basically it says, Jake Paul accused of sexual assault by TikTok Justine Paradise. Allegations have been brought against Jake Paul from TikTok Justine Paradise, who claims a YouTuber sexually assaulted her over a year ago. Paradise has roughly 520,000 followers and over 7 million likes on TikTok, but it's definitely not a big name compared to the younger Paul brother. On March 31st, Paradise posted a TikTok claiming she'd been assaulted while signing an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, at a famous YouTuber's house. That has since racked up more than 1 million views and climbing. Justine Paradise, am I allowed to talk about if I signed an NDA? In a follow-up TikTok, she said she would be putting out a YouTube video with more information at a later date, and on April 9th, Paradise uploaded a video where she named Jake Paul as the person who allegedly assaulted her. The story, according to Justine, begins when she texts the acquaintance she called Michael. Again, Michael, if you watch the video, Michael is not the name of the person. Asking to hang out. Upon arrival at the address Michael sent her, it turns out to be the one and only Team 10 house, where she had to sign an NDA immediately upon arriving. And you see pictures of this straight away when at the end of her video. You see that it is the same house, so it's not just like it's there. Definitely you see it. There's video evidence as well as a apparently giant Rubik's Cube that's out there. I was a little thrown off. I didn't even know we would be going to the Team 10 house. Why do I want to say 10 team? Team 10 house. Paradise explained. Before explaining her alleged interaction with Jake Paul, then Jake Paul came up to meet me and asked me for my phone number. He was really awkward. I didn't know if it was just me, but he was really awkward when he was talking to me. The earliest text for Paradise claims she was between her and Paul is dated June 1st and is the last one received on July 20th. In that time, she said that she went to the Team 10 house multiple times, but things remained awkward between her and Paul, comparing the relationship to a middle school crush. July 20th is when Justine said the alleged sex assault incident happened, and according to her, it began with Jake Paul grabbing her hand, leading her to his room. We were dancing in this room, then we were kissing and stuff, and then he took it to his bed, she explained. Normally everybody respects me when I don't want to do sexual things, so I thought it was fine. I went to his room and I thought it would be fine to kiss him, but I thought he would stop if I didn't want to do anything else. Paradise claims that in the video that eventually Paul got fed up and said, well, if nothing's going to happen, what's the point? Before standing up, assaulting her, after she made it clear she wasn't interested in sex. I couldn't tell him not to. He didn't ask for consent or anything like. He knew I didn't want anything to happen with him because he said, if nothing's going to happen, what's the point? She continued, adding that after the alleged incident, Paul cut off all communication with her. Jake Paul, who is currently preparing for his fight against MMA fighter Ben whoever, appearing on April 17th, hasn't responded to allegations at the time of writing, but we will update this piece with any new information, and again, I will update and make another video if this happens. So my thoughts on this is a very big allegation. And I feel like it really needs to be kind of looked into. I think the fight with Jake coming up next should be either postponed or kind of reschedule for a later date so this can actually be looked into. It just kind of makes me think, why would you want to sign an NDA as soon as you enter the house? Maybe it's the fact that no hijinks or anything bad can happen and stuff like that, and that kind of annoys me because, you know, it's more like you sign this, you come in and you can't say anything. And I feel like, I think that even like Justine says in her video that, you know, or on a TikTok, it's more like, oh, you know, so if I get sexually assaulted, I can't mention anything like this. I feel it's absolutely horrible. It would be very interesting to see that NDA, to see what is said in it. I think this is very disgusting. If this has happened with Jake, I feel like this is horrible. This is 100% horrible. And it just makes me feel like, does he think that he can get away with pretty much anything? Does he think that he can easily get away with anything that he wants and it's no repercussions? You know, where it's more, you know, he feels like he can have his fun and then just leave it. And it just angers me. The fact is that if this has happened and it's all, you know, again, we have to say allegations, I just feel like I want him locked up. I do. I feel like he's got this entire whole look where he's just like, oh, I don't care, I'm Jake Paul, I can do what I want. And I just think it's horrible. Allegations. This is my first time talking about it. It's not something that I feel comfortable with at times, but I feel that this needs to be said and kind of get out there. Apparently there's not much coverage on this, apart from Dexterto, and I think Repzilla, he has talked about this. So to me, it's more kind of like, I think this needs to be like more light shone on this rather than just kind of like, whoopsie, you know, oh, it's just swept under the rug. Justine says in her video as well that she doesn't want to have his career impacted. So I don't feel like this is a thing of, it's like, hey, you know, I'm going to end your career because of this, because of what you did. You know, she wants to talk with him, and I think that Jake owes her that much, a lot. He needs to sit down and just have a conversation and say, you know, what is, she wants to get her point, how it made her feel. And also Justine wants to turn around and say, hey, look, you know, we've had this conversation, you know, I want to make sure that other girls who, you know, get starstruck or they go into his house, that they don't get attacked, or at least they've got the information behind. And normally when you see allegations of people coming up, like, you know, it's more like, oh, cancel him, get rid of them whatsoever. But like, from watching her video, I don't feel like she's out there to get clout or anything like that, because some people do that. Some people do get clout from it or want it. So this is a very big allegation. I feel like this really needs to be kind of addressed, You know, even if you have Justine and Jake sitting down and then someone mediating that isn't involved with the 10 team house, team 10 house, whatever. I feel like that should be the main thing for this, and actually just get this whole like thing sorted so she can tell him how she feels and, you know, how she felt through that time. That's it. That's all I can say. Will it happen? I very doubt it. I feel like once Jake has got what he wants, or if he feels like he just goes off and that's it, I would really recommend going and watching Justine's video. I will put it in the description as well as a pinned comment so you can see it. And yeah, what do you think about all this? What do you think about Jake Paul doing this at all? Like, thinking about it, it just makes me feel sick and it makes me angry. I can feel it brewing. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and yeah, and leave a comment. And turn the notifications on while you're down there. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.